Hi. Let's play some bowstring. Level 1.5 to 2. Slow, juicy, jammy. We'll get into some yumminess. Starting on all fours. So beginning by tacking the top of the foot down, gentle drag back. Use this to drag hips back. Long open belly, fullness in the ribs allows lightness of the domes touch down. Slide back to bright. Walk your knees back just a little bit if you need. Set up your alignment and then find some movement, intuitive movement here. So whatever feels right. This might be undulations of the spine. This might be doing little butt waves side to side, dropping ear to shoulder, picking up through opposite ribs, side to side. And this might be spring loads, hips pull back wide, up behind you, and ribs stretch forward. Next time you sit your hips back, hold them way back here. Peel left knee open to the side, place paw to the mat. Kickstand the right foot out, hips sit back wide. Rise up through left ribs, dome left fingertips. Chin stays lifted, throat stays open. Keeping central tube long, expanding. Reach left seat forward and long. Big opening, bow your belly, chin lifted, throat open. Hips pulse back wide. Open belly bows. Single crown, seat to the top of the head. Using this as a resistance to press more length into the neck, more length into the belly. One more big pulse, open it up. Left seed connects to left knee, open leg to the side. Little resistance when they meet, hips move back wide. Open bow your belly, find lightness underneath the right armpit. Little forwards and backs, hips pull back. And this should be pretty fierce on your right butt when you move this way, hips wide back behind you. Reach your left seat forward and long, bow your belly, lift the chin, open it up. Back through center, 2 hands to the mat, 2 knees to the mat. Undulations of the spine, get wavy, get liquid. Next time you sit your hips way back, hold them back here. Peel right knee open to the side, place paw to the mat. Kickstand the left foot out just a little bit, hips pulse back wide, rise through right ribs, dome right fingertips. Little pulses in and out. Hips root back, open belly bows to the right. Chin lifted, throat open. Reach right seat forward and long, find an expansion, belly bows, chin lifts. Hips back wide, opening up. Single crown. Right seat to the top of the head, using this as a resistance to find more length in the throat, more length into the belly. Hips back and wide. Open belly, bows long. Reaching, expanding. Connect right seat to right knee, open leg to the side. Little resistance when they meet, hips move back and wide. And pulse here, pulsing hips back, knee forward. Keep the belly open, find lightness underneath your left armpit. Open belly, chin lifted, throat open. And then release down. 2 hands to the mat, 2 knees to the mat. Find some barrel rolls, so big circular motions of the rib cage. You can get liquid and fluid. And switch your rolls of the direction. And find some stillness. Strong push of the mat away. Find fullness through the back. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips straight back and up. Pause, push down and out to the side. Heels drag back, extend posterior chain. Shoulders behind the wrist, pushing fullness into the back of the heart. Pulse through center, hips back wide, ribs stretch forward. Hips keep on the rise. Rooting back wide and up behind you. Belly stays long, heart stays full. Stillness, externally rotate, right hand twist cat left. Toes left, knees left, hips back, ear to shoulder, rise up through your ribs. Pulsing in and out. Keeping the dome connection for the first couple, using it as a resistance line to push more up into. Drop the right, pick up the left, one arm, one leg, side balance. Root your right femur back into the hip socket. Left knee hugs in, hips back wide, open up the belly. First stop stays here. Second stop connects left seat to left knee. Little resistance when they meet. Hips move wide back, open belly. Maybe stay or maybe begin to revolve open. Keep connect right ear to right shoulder as we spiral heart open. Toes rooted. Slow revolution, hips back wide, open belly, extending through the right leg. One more full inhale. Exhale back through center, eyes look forward. Left hand lands on an external rotation, left knee sweeps underneath. If you revolve your kitty, step long beside the right, sit the hips towards the heel, reach right seat forward long. Hips drop low, thighs pull back, reaching, opening bow. Option single crown, right seat to the top of the head. We peel open. Hips keep dropping low. It's like a revolution. One more big pulse. Open it up, breathe into it. Back through center. Keep your left leg lifted. Push fullness into the back. Eyes look forward. Left foot steps forward. Lower right knee down to the mat. Untuck your right toes. Sit the hips back wide. First stop. Arms reach forward. Pulse into your groin. So the left foot is on an external rotation. The foot is a little bit wider to the left side of the mat. Hips back wide. Open belly. Push length into the belly by the second stop. Maybe has a block. We sit a little deeper. Belly goes a little longer. We resist space. We resist the block down to rise the ribs up. Third stop, the deepest. Domes to the tops of the mat. Fill in the ribs. Lengthen the belly. Hips wide back behind you. Okay, 2 seats, reach forward. Big arc over to the right, rise up through left ribs. Hips sit back, plant your right hand down. I'm gonna show from the side what it looks like so that you can see what I'm doing. So we take the right hand in line with the outside edge of right knee, left hand ecstasy, ear to shoulder, rise through the ribs. So the hips pulse back wide, rising ribs. Option to just kind of keep this motion. Breathing into it nice and slow, big openings, hips back, belly forward, rising ribs. Option to take wishbone, left hand to right forearm. Eyes look down to the ground as you begin to spiral the ribs up and open. Keep the hips pulling back. Stay here or play. Place your left hand in front of your right. Take your eyes, look underneath to check out your left foot. Pick up the foot, hero the ankle. Shift the weight into the left hand. Right hand underneath of you to catch the left ankle. Hero left ankle, hips root back, open your belly, push the ground away with your left hand, rise into your left ribs. Hips root back, belly bows forward, rising ribs, chin lifted, throat open. One more full inhale. Exhale, release back. Place your right hand down. Lower the left foot down. Twist back. And then come back through, hands forward, left foot's forward. Sorry, that didn't look like a great transition because I was facing the wrong way. But whatever. So hands forward, push fullness into the back, tuck your back toes, open leg, left leg out to the side. So first stop stays here, pushing fullness into the back, hips root back, left knee hugs in. Second stop, drops right ear to right shoulder, rise up through left ribs, find lightness in your left fingertips. Third stop, little sticky pedal. A little stoke here. Can you imagine your left heel is pulling through cold honey? We'll add a fourth stop, looks like this, left seed to left knee. Little resist when they meet, hips back wide, open belly. Woo. Maybe you have the flexibility. You can creep your left hand on the inseam to catch your left paw. Pad to paw, kick wave leg out to the side. Arms pushing strong. Check out right foot. It's a crouch foot, not a twisted cat foot. Hovered heel, paw rooted, knee forward. One more full inhale, wherever you are. Exhale, release if you caught a bind. Eyes look forward, left foot steps forward, set up tribal lunge, deep seat, hips wide to the left, open belly lifts you up right. Give yourself a hug and glide your ribs side to side. A little romantic dance here. Okay. So left foot straight forward, right foot angles up top right hand corner of the mat. Let's do triangle. Left hand horseshoe hold to the top of left thigh. Right hand grabs your right butt, picks it up from behind, extends through the left leg. We keep the hips rooting back and wide towards the bottom left corner of the mat. The belly bows open towards the right. You can stay high, root left femur back, or you can creep a little lower down your shin, maybe all the way down to the ankle. Also is nice here to have a block. The blocks are cool, so I want you to root the left femur back into hip socket. Hips move back wide behind you, and then reach your right arm forward and long. Little pulses if it serves. Okay. Rebend into your front knee. Rise up, pivot feet to face the side. Crown hands to the top of the head. Elbows hug forward, chin lifted, throat open. Coming down nice and low, send the hips way back wide. You can come super, super, super low. Rise back up. Take a wider stance, but not super wide. I like my feet on an external rotation. We'll sit nice and low, hips move way back wide, keep the belly open, resisting your head into your hands, down and up. We're keeping space in the neck, space in the belly, paws push down and out to the side, little elevator, up and down. Breathing, inhales into your rise, exhales into your declines, hips back wide. Okay. One more. Release your hands, step a little wider, horseshoe hold to the tops of the thighs, hips back wide, belly is long and the ribs stay light and full, shoulder dips, right shoulder left, hips move back and wide behind you. Right shoulder left shoulder right, hips back and wide behind you. Right shoulder left, and left shoulder right. And a couple back and forth, little waves, little infinities. And back through center. Option here, glide your legs side to side. Also option, two arms reach forward. The feet are wide. So the first stop, glide side to side. Second stop, arms are going to push forward. We're going to keep the belly long, full in the rib cage. And you're going to come way low. Extended leg. Big pocket in the back of the knee. Heroed ankle. Dig, drag heel back and into your hip socket. And then gliding side. No knee lockouts. Hot pocket in the knee. Heroed ankle. Dig, drag back. Heart high. Chin lifted. Back and forth. We'll add on from here. Extend left leg, left hand back behind, slide it out. Right hand, crown, pick it up. Hips drop low, pick it up. Back through center. Right leg extends, right hand back behind, slide it out. Left hand, crown. Single crown to the top of the head, lift it up, drop the hips, send it back. Back through center. Two domes down to the mat wherever you are. Find some frog hops. Dome side to bright, arms push strong, eyes look forward, big hops. So pushing the ground away, super important. Take the heart forward, keep your eyes forward. Big hops. Open belly. Landing light. Get your butt up. Land back, crouching cat, not crouching cat, wide stance, hips root way back, hinging at hips, open belly lifts you back up, take a pause, lift your chin and breathe. Pivot your left toes back forward. Arms reach forward, eyes look forward. We'll take a spring into open leg, right seat to right knee. Little connect when they meet. Hips move back wide, open up the belly. Reach left arm forward long, lift up the chin. And stay here or catch behind the thigh. Pull flesh up, narrows the knee downward, kick wave leg out to the side. Hips root back, belly bows forward, reaching. One more full inhale. Exhale, rebend through the knee. Reach two seeds forward. Release the bind if you caught it. We'll step the foot back wide. Tribal lunge. Yeah, like tribal stance, tribal lunge. So again, front foot straight forward, right foot up to right hand corner of the mat, bend into the knees, glide hips back. Left seed connects inseam of left knee, right arm reaches forward and long, find extension, and sweep the hand back, ecstasy. Dig, drag right paw back as you reach the elbow forward, rise into your ribs. Little pulses. Option to take your left hand to the outside edge of right thigh, hips root back and wide, reach, expand with the bind. One more big pulse. And then release 2 seeds back forward. A little spring cross ankle squat. Right knee, right ankle over top of left thigh. Knee stays narrow. Sit the hips back and wide. Arms pump down, ribs rise. Place 2 seeds to the tops of the thighs. And using this place of contact to push length into the belly, fullness into the ribs, lift the chin. Maybe you sit deeper, root the hips further back, and take your hands to the shin, resist your ribs forward. And further option of advancement, right hand to right heel, left hand wraps around behind your back to catch the inside edge of your right thigh. When you catch this bind, resist your heel into your hand, twisting heart, twisting belly. And chin lifted, throat open, hips rooted back. One more full inhale. Exhale, 2 seeds forward. Right leg out to the side, arc over. Little hops on the spot here. Arms pushing the ground away, eyes look forward. So strong, like you're sending your butt past your heart. Little hops. Option, take a pause. Option, right dome out to the left side. Take a peek, check out your right ankle. Left hand crosses in front of your belly to catch right ankle. Hero the foot, root the hips back. Left femur rooted back into the hip socket. Belly bows, rise the ribs. Chin lifted, throat open, root your toes. One more full inhale. Exhale, release the bind. 2 hands forward, hop side to side. Hitch kicks. Land back. Crouching cat, pedal the heels. Right ankle crosses over top of left thigh. And twist your left foot to the right side. Hips root back wide, left ear to left shoulder, rise up through right ribs. Release your left hip down to the mat, hips behind the heart. Left forearm on an angle to the top right hand corner of the mat. Make space, lightness underneath left armpit. Maybe catching the inside or outside edge of your knee and resisting accordingly. Belly is long, chin is lifted. Option, Sky Angel prep. Taking right hand to your right foot, kicking a wave leg out and then up. Want to keep the hip rooting back, the belly long. Also an option to come out from this way so that the thumb is on the outside of your heel, outside edge of the heel. From here, hips behind the heart, kick or resist, up and open. This is opening into a different line along your leg, so it might be more accessible or less. Depends. Replace your foot right back where it came from, right in front of your left thigh. Plant your hands down, tuck your left toes, pick your butt up, twist back. We'll twist to the other side, left foot twist left, right ear to right shoulder, rise up through left ribs, little pulses. Option here, stay. Option to take your left hand to your right outside edge of the foot and extend the leg forward. Root your hips back, open your belly, lift your chin. Replace the foot. Lower your right hip down. Right forearm on an angle to the top left-hand corner of the mat. The closer your left foot is in here, the tighter this is going to be, the more you'll feel it. You can also take your left hand to your paw and give it a little gas pedal. The further away it is, the more chill it will be. So beware with and what you want. Reach the right arm to the top left-hand corner of the mat. Roll onto your back. Keep your legs as they are. Fix yourself onto the mat. Legs into the air. Keep them in this number 4 shape. Little resist ankle into the thigh. Heroed ankles. And then find extension. Arms reach away. Legs go away as a unit. And then rise back up. And take your left foot, place it on the mat, full cross. Okay, well, options first. You could catch your shin. This guy is here for you. Arms are long, belly's long, spine is aligned. Second option, full cross, cow face pose, catch your ankles, knees pull towards the back of the mat, lift the chin out of the throat, hero your ankles. Release your ankles. Slide back so that the right ankle is crossed over top of the left thigh. Right arm back to the top of the mat. Roll back onto your side. Left hand in front of your heart presses you up. Keep the legs as they are. And tuck your left toes, twist back. Yeah, I'm not that twisted. Okay, take the heart forward, stay so full. Lower shin down to the mat, falcon pose. 2 seeds forward, stay high, glide your ribs side to side. And lower the forearms down to the mat. Push fullness into the back, hamstring hug, left heel to the bum. Little resist, ankle into thigh. Crown reaching forward, hips rooting back. Keep your forearms rooted nice and strong. And tuck your back toes. Lift your butt up, step wide, step wide. And first stop stays here, just pushing fullness into the back. Hips rooting back and wide, paws pushing down and out to the side. Second stop, right leg out to the side. And lower down. Shift over to the right, left leg out to the side. And lower down. Walk the feet in a little closer. Set up a headstand or a forearm stand so the elbows are narrow like ecstasy arms. I work with seeds hands to keep my arms engaged. Nuzzle your head in for headstand and lift up. Butt moves past your heart. If you're working with it, you can take one knee in. And just move your bum. Forearm stand. I like to take my head to my thumbs and then use it to push and use it to push into and then rise fully up. Wherever you are, land back, narrow your knees, lower your knees. And tummy time, come on to the belly. So, make a little flower cup with your hands, elbows wide, and then you can just rest your head and tick-tock your legs back and forth. Okay, 2 forearms forward. Push fullness into the back. Really feel your shoulder blades expand. I like to energetically resist my elbows apart. Chin is lifted, throat is open. Gentle press of the knees down, just super, super, super subtle. And then elbows energetically drag back towards the belly. Feel your tone in your belly, chin lifted. Soften the shoulders, soften the traps. And then release. Take your hands wide, using your butt to pull you back. Knees initiate a push down and then the hips pull you back, fill into the heart. Set up Panther Prep. We're on the base of the thigh, hamstring hug heels to the bum, hips way back wide. And get your glutes recruited, fill into the heart, lift the chin, come down halfway, elbows pulled apart, and then rise back up. Hands back to the mat. And tuck the toes, lift the knees, crouching cat. You can find some organic movement here. Might be a little twist side to side, knee knocks, hip shifts. Might be pedaling the heels or undulations of the spine. And find some stillness. Find your roots. Strong push of the mat away. Pause, pushing down out to side. Hips drag back and wide. Externally rotate the left hand, twist cat right. Toes right, knees right, hips back, ear to shoulder. Rise through your ribs. Little pulses. Drop the left, pick up the right, one arm, one leg side balance. Root your left femur back into hip socket, hips back wide behind you. Right knee hugs into the midline. Ear cascading to shoulder, rising ribs. Stay here or connect right seat to right knee. Little resistance when they meet, hips root back, open belly. Maybe keep connect ear to shoulder and begin to revolve heart to sky. Keeping connection, resist seat to knee. One more full inhale. Exhale, back nice and slow. Right hand lands on an external rotation. Right knee sweeps underneath. Revolve your kitty, sit the hips towards the heel. Reach left seat forward long. Bow your belly, hips drop low. Thighs pull back, opening it up, revolving open. Single crown, left seat to the head. And resist, length into the throat, length into the belly. It's like you're blooming. One more pulse here, open it up. And then release, hand to the mat. Right foot stays lifted. Eyes look forward, right foot steps forward, lower left knee down. Untuck your left toes. Hero the ankle. Right foot's on an external rotation, a little wider towards the right hand corner of the right side of the mat. First stop, hips pulse back wide, arms forward, lengthen the belly. Chin lifted, throat open. And second stop with a block. Keep the hips rooting back and wide, open belly. Third variation, most advanced. Hips back, or most we'll say just open in this area. Hips back wide, open belly, domes to the mat, chin lifted, throat open. And then everybody reach forward, inflate through the back, sit hips back, big arc over, rise through right ribs. Sit back, plant your hand down. I'm gonna face to face this side so you can see. Left hand to in line with the outside edge of left knee. Right hand ecstasy, ear to shoulder, rise through your ribs. Little pulses, hips back wide, open belly, rising ribs. Option to take wishbone. Right hand to left forearm, eyes look down to the ground as you spiral the ribs open. Keep the hips dragging back and wide. Open belly, bowing, little pulses. Option to stay. Option to place right hand in front of the left. Take a peek underneath. Check out your right foot. We're going to shift the weight into the right hand. Take left hand in front of you to catch the right ankle. Hero ankle, root the hips back. Rise into your right ribs, push the mat away, open the belly forward, lift up the chin. One more big full inhale. Find lightness, hips back, open belly, bowing forward. Exhale, release. Replace your left hand down, sit hips back, arms reach forward. Hips back, two hands down to the mat, domes to bright, push fullness into the back. Tuck left toes, lift up, open leg to the side. First stop stays here, pushing fullness into the back, soften belly, hips rooting back and wide. Second stop, drops left ear towards left shoulder, rises up through right ribs, finds lightness in your right fingertips. Third stop, little sticky stoke, hips back wide, open bowing belly, resisted pedal in what would be like cold honey. And third stop, balance, seed to knee. Can you find lightness? Inflate through the ribs, maybe on the inseam, catch pad to paw, kick wave leg out to the side. Notice your left foot, hovered heel, crouch foot. One more full inhale wherever you are. Exhale, release the foot if you caught it. Eyes look forward, right foot steps forward, set up tribal lunge. Deep seat, hips wide to the right, open belly lifts you up left. Let's sway, glide your ribs side to side. And we'll find some stillness here. Right foot straight forward, left foot angles up. Horseshoe hold, right hand to the top of right thigh, left hand grabs your butt. Extend through the right leg. You can stay high here. You can creep down low all the way down to the ankle if you have the flexibility. Keep a pocket in the back of your right knee. Root right femur back. Reach left arm forward and long. Option for a block here. Little pulses if it feels good. Extending into the right leg, hips back wide, open belly, lifted chin. Release, bend into the knee, rise up, pivot feet to face the side. Reach your seeds forward, inflate through the back of the heart. Sweep hands back, ecstasy, pulse through the center, hips dip low, back wide behind you, and then rise up. Lift up, lengthen the belly. Rise through the center, arch over to the right. Release right hand to the top of right thigh. Push space into the right as you rise and arch through the left, hips back. Soft belly bows, rising, arching over. And both hands ecstasy, sit deep, hips back, rise up, open belly. Open the throat. Hips root back, paws connected. Rise through the middle, arch over to the left. Release the left hand to the top of left thigh. Use this point of contact to push more space and length into the left as you rise through the right. Arms forward, little seaweed sway. And push two seeds forward, big arc over to the right, pick up the left. Option for a block. Root right femur back. Rise into your left ribs. And push the ground away if you have it. Push the block away if you have it. Left knee hugs in. Hips move back wide, root right femur into hip socket. Rising into the left ribs, big push of the ground or block away. One more full inhale. Exhale, deep bend. Other side. Right leg lifts up, root left femur back into hip socket. Both hands planted to the ground or to a block. Root hips back, open belly, push the ground away. Releasing back. Lift up. Pivot your right toes forward. Two seeds reach forward, little spring, open leg, left seed connects to left knee. Little resist when they meet, hips move back wide, open your belly. Reach your left arm forward, what is your right arm forward long. Lift the chin, open the throat. Option, catch behind the thigh. Pull the flesh up to narrow the knee downward, kick wave leg out to the side. Hips root back wide, open the belly. Chin lifted, throat open. One more full inhale. Exhale, rebend through your knee, two seeds forward. Sit back, steps your left foot back, tribal lunge. Bend into the knees. Right seed connects, inseam of right knee, left arm reaches forward and long, sweep hand back, ecstasy. Dig, drag left paw, reach your elbow forward, rise into your ribs. Side coil pose, little spring, hips back wide, reaching and rising. Option for advancement, you can sit deeper, cross right hand to catch outside edge of left thigh, use the spine to get fuller, bigger, deeper into your whole left side. Head presses back into the hand, throat opens, belly opens. One more pulse. And then release. 2 seeds back forward. I lied. Let's come back here for 1 second. Deep seat, hips root back wide, 2 domes down to the mat. Dome slide to bright. Hands press strong, push fullness into the back. Frog hops. Second time. Arms pushing so strong, eyes look so forward. Hop like you mean it. Land back. Deep seat, rise up. Take a pause. Okay, so I'll give some options here. The first can be some shoulder dips at your own pace. Second will be 2 seeds forward. We'll start twisting to the left. So hover the heels and begin twisting, 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 twisting. Sticky mats are hard. We'll keep twisting and twisting and twisting until you sit down. And then a little twist towards your left thigh, the top thigh. Lift the chin, hips behind the heart, open the belly. Arms forward. Lift your butt. Other side, twist, twist, twist to the right. Little twist to your top leg, which is the right leg. Chin lifted, throat open. Back through center. Lift the bum. Fullness in the back. Twist back. Shake it up. Right foot faces straight forward. 2 arms push forward, eyes forward. A little spring, cross ankle squat. Left ankle over top of right thigh. Knee stays narrow, sit the hips back and wide. Arms pump down, ribs rise, lift up the chin. Place 2 seeds to the tops of the thighs. Pushing fullness into the belly, ribs rise, lift the chin, open the throat. Stay here or root hips back. Bigger bend into the knees, hips glide way back wide. Hands to the shin, resist your ribs forward. Stay here or play with taking left hand to left heel. Right hand wraps around behind the back to catch the inside edge of your left thigh. Little twist, resist your heel into your hand. One more full inhale. Exhale, untwist, 2 seeds forward. Left leg out to the side, open leg. Begin to hinge at your hips. Cartwheel the arms over. Hands land light to bright. Root right femur back into the hip socket. Cool, and then little, trying to pulse, trying to hop to get your bum past your heart. Sometimes it gets hard. You gotta work with your butt here, okay? Find some stillness, you can just chill. Squat like here. And take a pause, water, or you can do that other thing that we did on the other side. This leg still in the air. Dome left fingertips, take a peek and check out your left ankle. Shift weight into the rise of the left ribs. Right hand crosses to catch the left ankle. Root your hips back. Resist the ankle into the thigh ever so gently. Belly bows forward, rise up through your left ribs. One more full inhale. Deep exhale, releasing gracefully with control. Hands plant to the mat. Eyes look forward, hitch kicks or maybe cross kicks. Switching your bum in the air. Land back, crouching cat. And pedal your heels. Okay, cross left ankle over top of right thigh. And twist right foot to the left side. Hips root back wide, right ear to right shoulder, rise up through left ribs. A big bend into your knee, left foot to the mat. Lower your right hip down. Right forearm on an angle to the top left-hand corner of the mat. Give yourself some space. Left hand to the inside or outside edge of your knee. Resist accordingly. This is a space where you can play with Sky Angel Prep. So either taking your hand to your foot, kicking a wave leg out, rooting hip back, rooting femur back, I should say, and then up. Also option to come in from this way so that the thumb is on the outside edge of your heel. Again, kicking out and up. And keep pressing fullness into the heart, so a lightness underneath your right armpit. Hips behind the heart, open belly. One more full inhale wherever you are. Exhale, hands plant down. And tuck your back toes, keep your legs as they are. And twisting right foot to the left. Option here, stay, or option take your right hand to your left foot. Extend left leg long forward. Root hips back, open belly, rising ribs. And then bringing it back, cross left ankle over top of right thigh. Lower your left hip down to the mat. Left forearm on an angle to top right hand corner of the mat. You can increase or decrease the sensation by this will be an increase. The closer your right foot is in to your left knee will be more increase. This will be a little softer. Hips behind the heart. You can take your right hand to your left foot and give it a little gas pedal. Okay, extend your left arm long to the top right hand corner of the mat. Mindful rolling onto the back. Keep the legs as they are. Shimmy yourself back to the mat. Knees into the air, holding this shape. Little resist ankle into the thigh. Find some extension. Arms reach towards your ears. Legs move away. And then lift back up. Nice and slow wins the race. And cross, lower your right foot down. Option here, catch your shin. First place would be to catch the shin, or even just to keep it mellow. Second option will be full cross, left ankle, left leg all the way over. Then we're gonna catch the ankles. Knees move towards the back of the mat. Lift the chin out of the throat. Hero your ankles. And release your ankles. Slide your left foot back or left ankle back. Extend your left arm long to the top of the mat. Roll back onto your side. Right hand plants in front of your heart. And pressing up. Hands to the mat. Twist back. Heart full. Take it forward to slowly lower your shin down to the mat. Set up falcon other side. Left knee narrows. Top left hand corner of the mat. Take 2 seeds forward, inflate into the ribs, and draw little circles with your ribs. Or circle other direction. And then lowering down. Forearms plant strong, inflate into the back, chin is lifted. Hamstring hug, right heel to the bum. Elbows pulling back towards the knees energetically. Feel your ribs pull forward as your hips drag back. One more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale keeps the ribs inflated. Tuck your back toes, lift your bum straight back. Step wide, step wide. So knees narrow, hips root back wide. Pause, push down and out to the side. Forearms push fullness into the back. Crown reaches forward, hips drag back. Stay here. Or you can play with some hitch kicks, so forearm hitch kicks. Land back, and lower your knees. So forearms and knees, thread the needle, right arm underneath the left. Take your left seed forward and resist it into the mat. Rest the right side of your head onto the mat. Option, take left hand, wrap behind the back, catch the inside edge of your right thigh. Option, take your left foot out to the side. If it's in your reach, you can take your foot into your hand. Root hips back, belly gets long. Back through center, knees to the mat, forearms to the mat, inflate, and then thread the needle, left arm underneath. Take your right seed forward, little resist into the mat, broadens into the back. And stay here, or maybe take your right hand, wrap around behind the back, catch the inside edge of your left thigh. You can stay here. You can extend your right leg out to the side. Maybe it's in your reach to take your left hand to your right foot. You can pulse here, root hips back. Unwrap your arm, back through center, rise back up, all fours, undulations of your spine, get curvy, get liquid. And find some stillness. Tuck the toes, inflate the back, lift up, crouching cat. Externally rotate, right hand, twist cat left. Toes left, knees left, hips back, ear to shoulder, rise up through your ribs. And drop the right, pick up the left, one arm, one leg, side balance. And rising ribs, hips back wide. And one more full inhale. Exhale, and step your left foot forward of where it landed so that you can take your right knee to the outside edge of your left foot. Untuck the left, or what are your right toes. Sit your hips back, wide, parallel park, deep towards the bottom corner of your mat. Little pulses here. Option to take your forearm down. Allow your right hip to lower, extend your right arm long, drape left leg over top of the right, and shimmy the hips behind the heart. Two seeds rise up to the sky, heart to sky. Back through center, two forearms forward. Inflate the back, lift the chin. Plant your hands. Tuck the toes, twist back, crouching cat. Last opportunity for some hops. Take them if you want them. Land back, crouching cat. Heart full, paws rooted. Externally rotate, left hand, twist cat right. Toes right, knees right, hips back, ear to shoulder. Rise through your ribs. And drop the left, pick up the right, one arm, one leg, side balance, root left femur, rise into your ribs, open the belly. And take your right foot, land it down ahead of where it came from so that your left knee can squeak behind the outside edge of your right foot. Hero your left ankle. Hips sit back wide towards the bottom corner of the mat. Option to take your left forearm down. I like to take my right hand to left wrist and resist up into my ribs, bow the belly. Extend your left arm long. Lie onto your side. And drape the right leg over top of the left. Shimmy the hips back just a little. Two seeds fly up towards the sky, heart to sky. Chin lifted, throat open. Back through center, two forearms forward, push fullness into the back, and chin lifted, throat open. And then extend your arm long, Lie onto your side so that you may transition onto the back. Using the head, the heart, and the hips, make your way back to the mat. Catch your knees, freedom pose. Knees pull heavy, arms long, little rock side to side. Right ankle over top of left thigh. And press your left foot into the mat. Pick your bum up in just a little. Inch it to the right, lower. And then twist to the left. Option with the hands, both hands chin up bar. If it's in your reach, the left hand can catch your right ankle. And chin is lifted, throat is open. And stay in this twist or find a little IT stretch. You can make a kickstand, elbow to the ground for your leg to extend to the left side. Or you can take pad to paw, kick wave leg out, hips root back, chin lifted, throat open. Bend through the knee, rise up through center. Uncross your leg and shift sides. Pick up your bum, neutralize the spine. Switch sides, left ankle over top of right thigh. Foot presses into the mat, picks the bum up, inches it to the left. Twist right, chin up hands. Option right hand to left ankle. Option, make a kickstand, IT band. Extend left leg long right. Maybe pad to paw. Hips root back. Back through center. And press your feet into the mat, neutralize your spine, catch your knees. Freedom pose one last time. I lied. And play with wave a little. So first we'll set up a bridge. Heels walk underneath or walk towards your hips. We're going to imagine a string attached to our belly so the belly rises as the hips drop low. Domes to the tops, domes beside the ears, elbows up to the sky, lift up the chin. And the second stop is going to walk the heels in so that the heels and the sits bones connect. You're going to work with pulling the thighs back towards the belly. And this action, hollowing the groins, thighs pull back to belly. If this feels cool, you can take your hands out to the side, externally rotated so the fingers face outwards and the thumb almost faces towards your shoulders. Hands are a little wider than traditional. And you're going to keep your connection, heels to sits bones. Keep the thighs pulling back and begin to push up. Thighs pull back, belly gets long, chin is lifted, throat is open. And try it one more time. Connecting heels to sits bones. Thighs pull back towards the belly. Hands wide. Press strong. Keep the thighs pulling back. Keep the hips dropping low. If you're here, you can play with shifting hips. You can play with lifting up. Keep the thighs pulling back. Keep the belly long. Chin lifted, throat open. And catch your knees, freedom pose. And this is the last one. Extend your legs long. Hands to the bum, catch your cheeks, spread them. Big bear hug, grabs for opposite shoulders, spread the shoulders. Arms out to the side, palms up or down, you can decide. Press the back of the head into the mat, lift up the chin, big full inhale. Deep exhale. Let's it go. And find softness. Be soft. Stay for as long as you can. End with some meditation or a hand to your heart, hand to your belly. Connect with your pulse, your little beats. Thank you for playing and practicing.